Hi guys, we're here with Rodrigo Coutinho from OutSystems, and we're gonna have a really nice interview.
Hello, good morning. Thank you so much for the invitation. My name is Rodrigo. I'm one of the co-founders of OutSystems, and right now I'm head of AI advocacy.
So the right person to talk to about all of this innovation. So first question, given that the Agent Workbench is now broadly available and everyone seems really excited about it, um, what would be the number one use case or problem you'd solve like right now? You would get out of here and go use Agent Workbench on what?
So we've been using Agent Workbench already a lot. The first use case we solved was actually help desk, but I think that's a really great use case for companies to begin with. But one that excites me a lot is one that we've used in our community, which is about translations. So we had this big challenge of translating Japanese conversations into English because there's so many differences in terms of how the language is structured and so on. And finally, with these innovations, we can make a proper translation that allows a person in Japan to have a conversation with any other country in the world, and the two can understand each other, and each one talks his own language. So that's a very exciting use case we built on our community.
That's amazing. And given the different structures of writing and understanding of the Japanese language, I think that's also a really big technical challenge for an AI engine. So it's amazing that we get that already, and it's such at a young stage of the technology. So on a follow-up note on that, we've seen a lot of innovations in this that OutSystem has brought us with Agent Workbench. Mentor has gained some more trackage. What would be, if you could get out right now and use one technology, what would it be and why?
Now, of course, I'm very excited about AI and I want to do agents and all of that. But something I'm really liking is the way we are now integrating ODC with O11. So the whole unification play, I have early access to some stuff, of course, and I already start using Data Fabric to connect ODC and O11. And it's really amazing to be able to fetch data from those systems in O11 and then get data from ODC, get data from an external system, bring them all together and feed them to AI for an agent to process them, all of that. So I'm very excited with that because I think it's going to allow our customers to suddenly take advantage of the huge factories they already have, put AI on top of them and be super successful. So I want to see that working, yeah.
Yeah, I'm also really excited about that. In fact, I think it's been a point in all the interviews that everyone is so excited about the unification. It gives the O11 players a chance to keep innovating, to take advantage of ODC technology and now Agent Workbench. So I think the market is going to respond very positively on that. On a more philosophical note, if you may, 5 years down the road, I know it's a long time, especially in tech, but how do you see all of this innovation, all of this, I keep calling it, and I'm going to call it again, a paradigm shift on the way we think, on the way we work and do software development. How do you see it affecting companies' team sizes, affecting their structure, and affecting their, well, the way they position themselves, their value proposition?
Yeah, so 5 years is a very long time. Even quicker, I think we're going to see changes. So definitely there's going to be a change in the way people work, either with technology, but even between each other. So that's going to be very interesting to witness, because we truly believe that AI is better with humans, right? So the goal is not to replace humans, and some companies have made that mistake. You know, they've reduced their workforce and are now sorry they did so and are rehiring, because the human factor is always going to be precious, and all the creativity that we bring, the emotions and all of that, it's what brings the vibe to everything. So AI is going to be super helpful. It's going to increase productivity, but I believe that the human factor will be needed. So what will happen is that you won't necessarily have smaller teams, but the work people are going to do will be completely different. So, for instance, we have a customer in wealth management. So one of the things they need to do is they have connections with a lot of different banking institutions. Now, they have several people for an entire week just going through all the information that came from the several banks to to make everything uniform and to make it work on their system. So this was a very painful, error-prone work. With these new technologies, now instead of taking 1 week, it takes 1 hour. That means those people, instead of doing grunt work and doing boring work, can now do innovative work and think about new business ideas, look at the customers and realize what they really need. And I think that's going to be the difference. There's a lot of time spent in companies in grunt work that will go away, and people can use their all their talents to be innovative and creative.
I think that's definitely the bright side of AI, right? We can automate the boring tasks, the tests that are repeatable, that are always the same, and that are easily automatable, and use the human brain at what it's best at, which is disconnects thinking and thinking creatively about problems, and using AI to improve our lives. So I think that's really a good side down the road. So final question. If you could highlight a moment, an untechnical moment of the conference, I know we're still ending the conference, but what would it be? Would it be conversation? Tell me.
So one recurrent feedback I'm having is everybody is super psyched with the energy they are feeling. So I think that energy is like the main thing at this event. The positiveness, all the vibe that we had on stage during the keynote, that's been transmitted to the audience, and everybody's so happy and so positive about these new possibilities of AI and all the announcements we made. So I would say the sheer amount of energy is the thing that's making me so happy to be here.
Yeah, I think that's definitely right. The energy is really high on this event, and that's one of the things of coming to non-virtual events.
Yeah.
It's really good to be with everyone here and get together. So, Rodrigo, it's been great talking to you. Thank you so much for this interview. You guys, I'll see you in the next one.
Thank you. See you later.